behind this scene of like technology is now running our lives. And if you're not cognizant of it, then it will take over your life. Welcome back to the Rift podcast. We obviously things are a little different, right? I don't know if you can tell.
I can't
Maybe.
tell.
You can't?
I don't think so.
No.
Is it something you keep on fiddling with, your glasses?
Yeah.
Have you never worn them before on the podcast?
I don't think I've worn them on the podcast before. No. I normally wear contacts, but I just bought 2 pairs of glasses because I've been looking into a lot of obviously health stuff, right? I look into a lot of that, and every time I buy contacts, I do daily contacts because I don't like the idea of keeping contacts and then like bacteria and stuff and like constantly getting it in my eye, like whatever. So I do daily contacts. Well, every time 3 months goes by, I usually like forget to buy it because it's 3 months supply. I forget to buy them or something, and it ends up like whatever, ruining it. Basically, just it's annoying. Yeah. They're trying to rebuy them and everything, costs and stuff. Well, so I got these goggles or glasses. There's a lot of people who have different type of glasses now.
No.
Apple goggles, VR, AR, like all of that, the new Vision Pro. Yeah. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I haven't even looked into it. Like, I don't know how much they cost or anything. Usually when something like cool comes out, I'm like looking into it because I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, how much is it? Like, I want to get it eventually. This one, I don't know if I do want to get it eventually, so I haven't even looked into it a whole lot.
I think this one, it is it's weird. Because so they had the Oculus, like, and that's like Facebook, I think now, or Meta, whatever. And they're trying to do like the virtual reality. And so then Apple was like, oh, we're going to do this, but make it better, which I like. I like innovation and stuff. It's good. And so they incorporated augmented reality. And so with the VR, virtual reality, you're in your house just chilling, right? And you do your stuff like in your house, in your own home. This AR, augmented reality, I don't know what, like, the device, I don't know where the screen, like, because with the VR, you need a computer to run it, don't you?
Not all of them, I don't think. Now? I really don't know the difference between VR and like augmented reality and virtual reality. Like, I thought they were both the same thing, just different wording.
No. So VR is everything. Like, you have a screen and you see everything. Augmented reality is, I see my real world, but now there's stuff added in my world.
Okay, yeah. So I feel like that's just a different setting you can do on them then, because like I don't think like I'm pretty sure on the Apple Vision Pros, like you can either be in a whole different place.
Yeah, you can be in VR,
or you can just have whatever. So like.
Yeah, no, it is. It like, but some like the Oculus, some of them don't have AR.
Yeah, like the first Oculuses, those were, I know for a fact you had to have a PC like plugged into them.
Yeah.
But the newer ones, they're just all by themselves.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. So now the memes are coming out, right? You're getting all the memes and stuff. And dude, honestly, they have me dying. Okay, because the one thing in particular, I'm sure you've seen the movie WALL-E, right?
Yeah.
Right. That movie. Back in the time, right? Whatever, it had to be 2000 in the 2000s, right? Or the later 2000s.
It was like 2010 around there.
You think somewhere around there? Well, during that time, like you could see stuff going on. It's a kids movie as well, so I like wow. You know, I enjoyed the movie. My parents didn't like it as much because they thought there's a lot of propaganda involved. Which, looking back, okay, yeah, maybe there was.
Yeah.
But when you see that sort of stuff, and you're like, this is the future of humanity. Like the hero in that movie was the robot.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the humans. There was no humans that was it. But also the villain was the robot as well. The humans were just bystanders. They couldn't, which is kind of what things are looking like they're about to be. Where AI, artificial intelligence, like they're about to be the basically like evolution processes. Humans are going to just go off and be like an ant.
Yeah.
And the hero is going to be the AI and stuff, which when you see this stuff, these memes and things going on, kind of like, damn, is it inevitable?
I feel like what you're going towards is like almost like the robots taking over, like becoming smarter than us, and like almost, what's the word?
Terminator.
Yeah.
And that's not. I mean,
Not like enslaving us, but like basically just like using us for whatever they want and their needs. Like, I could definitely see that happening, but I think that's way after our lifetime. Maybe not way after, but definitely I think after our lifetime. I could see it happening in 100 years. But
I just saw literally just like talking on that. I just saw on Instagram a post. Dang it, I don't know if I can find it. Basically, it was an artist. He created a sculpture. Have you seen this sculpture? It like blew up everywhere. It's basically a naked woman who's taking a picture, and this picture is like he did this piece because it's got like plastic surgery woman. She's got, fat ass, big tits, right? All the stuff that would make like a perfect woman in the algorithm's eyes. Whereas the perfect woman for like a human is very different. But the algorithm has created this image of what the perfect woman is, right? And so now everyone tries to become that because they are rewarded with views, clicks, likes, attention from this algorithm. So the algorithm itself has already manipulated us to do what it wants.
Well, what do you mean? Because
the algorithm is essentially a robot.
Oh no, but I'm saying like the girl. I haven't seen the sculpture or anything, but like the big tits, fat ass. Like I'm sure most of the guys are like, yeah, that is a perfect woman. Like
no, well, I mean, but like face, beauty, like all of that. Where like I've also seen stuff where there's like women who have like all of the women look the same nowadays. Like I've seen videos where they record like girls out at the bar and they're all like have their hair blonde, have their face covered in makeup, are wearing the same clothes that they bought off of Amazon or whatever, are all taking selfies. Like all of this stuff is all very similar. But just this, like the way this algorithm is promoting this stuff is just like really where the robots are in control.
Yeah.
Already.
But the same way, like I feel like, because you look at videos or movies or anything from like any time era, like the 80s, you could be like they all dress the same because like it's like the trend then. So like back then when everyone started doing like the afros, you'd be like, oh, that's the algorithm. That's the social media showing afros, and everyone's using afros. It's social media. Like it's the algorithm. But I feel like it's one of those things again where I'm like has the robots taken over thing? Like a lot of people are like really worried and scared about that. I'm like, I mean, if it happens, it happens. It's like, and me, I'm like, I don't see it happening in my lifetime. Like definitely it could happen like children, grandkids' lifetime, which is still an issue. But I just don't like think about things like, oh, all girls look the same. I just see it as, it's just a trend of like fashion right now.
Yeah, which, I mean, maybe it could be. Here's, let's see if we can, you guys, I don't know if you can see, but basically this woman, sculpture of a woman, like, the Greek kind of figures.
Yeah.
And I mean, good looking woman. Just go ahead and check her out there. I mean, like it is definitely it's picture perfect.
Yeah.
Like that's how he designed it to be. And it's just, like that obviously did well on that algorithm. Like this post for him got 56,000. He's got 9 posts. This one for him got 348,000 likes.
Yeah.
Like what? What? So obviously it's a good algorithm post. I mean, that's the woman there. Like, look at that. I mean, come on. It does well.
Yeah.
But all of it is just behind this scene of like technology is now running our lives. And if you're not cognizant of it, then it will take over your life.
Yeah.
Like if you're not aware of, okay, do I actually enjoy getting plastic surgery? Like, do I actually want to put all this makeup on? Or is this this algorithm running my life? Like do I actually want to have a 6-pack and want to be shredded, or is it so I can do better on the algorithm?
Yeah, which also though I feel like very few people think like, because for us, like we post content and stuff, so like we think about we'll do better in content. I feel like most like girls who are getting plastic surgery or well, I already know like most people can be like, oh, I do it for myself.
They're gonna say that.
In
It's
my
cap.
like in my mind, how I see it is like they're not necessarily doing it because they want their post to blow up. They're doing it because they want like we care about the numbers on the post. They care about the amount of attention they're getting from people.
Yeah, which
So, like,
comes with numbers on a post.
Exactly,
They
but,
just want. Yeah, they're not trying to be famous necessarily.
the girls
but
are like
they want
they
more
want the
attention.
attention. So like
If-
it's
If they got famous in the process, they would love it.
oh yeah, but if you ask any of those girls, like
Oh, they're gonna say, "Oh, I'm doing it for myself."
yeah, exactly. So like, and that's been an argument going on for 10 years now. Like why girls wear short shorts to the gym or
Yeah,
why girls
exactly.
wear no
Do it
shirt
for
out or
yourself.
whatever, like anything. And it's for themselves.
Yeah,
which,
but if they're the only people on Earth,
yeah,
they would not be.
exactly. Like one thing that gets me is when you go to the gym and some girl's wearing like a long shirt, like down to her knees, whatever.
Yeah.
And so like I'm like, oh, like when a modest girl's covering, she turns around, the back's tucked in, so you can see the ass. Like why else would you have the shirt tucked in the back and not the front? Like, and then I've seen posts about people talking about it, and they're like, it's because when I do squats, whatever, like it gets caught on my
it's
butt
cap.
or whatever. I'm like,
cap.
okay, dude, like there's no getting around the fact that you want people to look at your ass when you do that. Like,
No, it is straight for attention, and guys like attention as well. Probably not as much as girls. We like completing tasks. That's why I think boys video games is related to girls' social media.
Yeah.
Same thing where it's an addiction. Girls just want more attention. We just want to complete more tasks, complete more things, level up in life.
yeah.
That's why we get addicted to video games. That's why girls are addicted to social media. But it once again comes down to like, I mean, same in that with video games. Like, are you leveling up in your own life in reality, or are you addicted to video games and leveling up on this virtual game?
Yeah.
And like, then there's that video game running your life then, which a lot of people, I know for me, it ran my life for a long time. Like, I know there's a ton of people who play that World of Warcraft, and they're like, dude, I would much rather just live on this game than I would in real life. And so that is the technology winning. And you see it now with this augmented reality where it's like, it's going to be inevitable where you put a contact in and now you are in this augmented reality.
I'm sure soon enough you won't even need that because they're gonna have the Neuralink chips and stuff, and then
Yeah.
it's already built in. But yeah, I don't know. I'm stuck at a crossroads between whether because like the same thing with when ChatGPT came out. Like
Yeah.
you could be on the side of oh like no I'm not using that because that's like the robot's taking over or whatever. But then you're kind of falling behind because anybody can do anything you can do 10 times faster using ChatGPT. So you're like,
Yeah.
should I not use it and stay on the side of the humans, or should I adapt and use it? So it's gonna be the same thing whenever, like Neuralink or like if those chips come out. Or I mean, like even the goggles now. Like you can do so much stuff. Like I saw this video of this guy on the subway, and he's sitting there. You can't see what he's doing, but everyone's videoing him. He has his goggles on.
Yeah,
he's sitting
the
there, like,
memes.
just looking up, like swiping.
You know
doing
he's
stuff.
getting after it.
Yeah, I know.
He's
Like
repping some shit out.
yeah, like you don't want to pull out your laptop and sit there with it on your lap and type and like use your mouse pad and stuff on the train, but you have these goggles and do stuff all right in front of you. Like he's making progress, but then he looks like the idiot that's falling into the robot crisis.
Yeah.
But then he's also getting ahead at the same time. So like
Yeah.
I don't know where you draw the line of that's too far. I definitely think I draw the line at like the Neuralink. That's
Okay.
until it comes out
Until
and
everyone
like,
else
everyone
gets
has
it.
it, and then
Yeah.
you're like, well, I mean, they're all fine. They're doing great. Like,
They're doing better than I am.
yeah. So
Exactly. It does. Then that's what I'm saying. So, hence one of the reasons why I got these glasses on. Okay. I'm to a point where I'm starting to go the other direction, right? Where I want to get out more in nature. I want to go hunting. I want to go fishing. I want to connect more with nature, right? Because ultimately, dude, all of these, or not all, most of these sci-fi movies have this nature versus technology.
yeah.
You look at Star Wars, it is that. Like, and I know you're not a big Star Wars guy, but that is literally what Star Wars is. Like, the dark side is more technology, more power, more greed, like more, building more. Whereas then the Jedis, who are like the good guys, are less that, more connecting with nature, more connecting with yourself, your spirit, your mind,
Yeah.
right? And it separates to where it's like there's this physical world and then there's this mental world.
Yeah.
And I want to go back. I want to go with mental, dude. I'm doing more yoga, more meditation, more getting out in nature. That augmented reality, dude. I don't think I'm ever gonna put on those glasses.
Yeah, no, it relates perfectly to the. Did you ever watch the Black Mirror episodes on Netflix?
I heard of them.
There was like one called Ready Player One, and it was freaking weird. First off, but the whole basis of it is these goggles. I don't know if they like just came out in the beginning of the show, or if they'd already been out. But
is this where he gets like with a girl or something?
Yeah.
I mean, it comes down to it. Like, yeah, you're gonna want to do, dude. On Instagram,
well,
I saw
it's a lot even more weirder because he gets these goggles and he's like playing this like Mortal Kombat game, but it's like when you put on these goggles, it's like a chip too, so it's like takes over your brain. Like you basically like knock out when you have the goggles on.
Okay.
And you're like playing this game, but it's actually like you do like anything you do is like you're in the game.
Yeah.
And so he's doing like this Mortal Kombat game, playing against his friend, and he's like this like it's like Mortal Kombat, so it's like this girl with the big tits and all this stuff like fighting, and then his other friend's this guy, and every day they get on to fight or whatever, and they're fighting each other. Well, one day they're sitting there and they're like looking at each other, they start kissing. Like it's the guy and the girl in the game, but it's two guys in real life playing with each other. Because like two like best friends, like these two black dudes playing on these goggles. But then in the game, they're this like Chinese chick and this other dude, and they start fucking in the game. Like they get on every day so they can go fuck each other. Like it's like weird, but like obviously that's the weird part, but it's like the augmented reality, like it could easily come to that.
Why would that not happen?
Because it sounds sick, getting in the game, going to fight, like doing whatever you want. Maybe not the fucking a dude part, but everything else sounds pretty sick.
Well, how would you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, maybe he knew in that particular situation, but you don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You don't know. And then you're like, I don't know. It's to a point to where I'm like, I'm going to go to the Jedi side. I'm going to go do it with myself and just go ahead and enjoy my own life with my mind, my body, and I'll let other people do the other stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like the Amish. They've kind of done that, where they've separated. And they're like, we'll do stuff every once in a while, but we're going to make sure it's good for us.
See, but I feel like the Amish like started too soon. Like, that's the thing. Like, if they started now, like stayed right where we are now, like at our technology level.
Well, they do. Some of the like it depends on the community. Some people like allow for a cell phone.
But how do you know you're not starting too soon on the going the other way? Like, what if
I'm starting now?
What like the next things that come out are super beneficial and no downsides, and everyone else looking at you like, look at this loser. Like, I look at Amish people, I'm like, they're so far behind. I don't even know what's going on in the world.
Yeah, but I see what you're saying.
They're happy, so
exactly. Like their happiness levels on average are happier than any other group of humans on Earth.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. It's getting more interesting. Hence the glasses and why I'm going to be doing that. But we're still going to be using the algorithm, and hopefully you guys have been found us through that algorithm process, because we still use technology. We're still, going to keep on doing this. Every Monday and Friday, we're going to bring out podcasts for you guys. Appreciate you watching, joining, and viewing. What do you think? AR going to take over VR? Would you do it? Let us know in the comment section below. We'll talk to you next time. Peace.